know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then you out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Right now, let's go. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Fine.
throwing on first down. Jones. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Squeeze. Now.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey! Watch quick! Watch 60 feet dribble!
Here's Gallman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now Jones. He completes it to Tate. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
36.
This is Gallman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Go.
Now Gallman. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, echo.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this one to Galladay. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Let's go. Do it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
48 for Mike. Go. Ready.
Jones operating from the gun. He's going to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? From the 41, Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, wahoo!
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. Here's Jones on 3rd down. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
You draw corner. Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try again with Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
On first down, Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this week. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Look at me, zipper. Stay at home, stay at home. Ready, ready.
They'll run it with Andrews. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, ready.
They'll come out in the pistol. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go, go, go. Kings, I got it.
Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Well. We own it. Hey, high 7.
Mayfield on play action. He finds Taylor, complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The Browns drive about to get started.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Mayfield off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Punt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenny Galladay with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
I don't think you got it, son. Bravo. 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. On the grip.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
30 base. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check. Protein spill. Hey, Delta.
Now Jones on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Gallman will run it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Ready up. 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm on. Watch out. Check 26. You're out. 10. Hit it.
Now a give, right side. Boom. He chucks him aside.
Bumped him.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards the pickup there. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Go.
On 2nd and goal, Jones, catch made by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Browns take over. That's it, baby. We got work. At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jannard Avery gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
51's the mic. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Mike.
Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Gallman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Hey, exit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Hey, wahoo! 48 Mike, 48 Mike. Blue draw Corkers. Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Crunch time, defense.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hustle.
On 2nd down now. Boom. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
60 outlaw.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike spoke. Yeah.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Alert!
On 2nd down at 4. Mayfield flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Cut. Football's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now it's Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 40. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. On 2nd and 12, Jones. That's caught by Howard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Mike, 44. 1st and 10 to the 17-yard line.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check. Go. Protein spill. Shoot.
2nd and 14. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Point it right. Come on, boy.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Oh, good move at the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby. Let's get this.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set, 180.
Switch up, switch
Up,
up.
slap. X3. I got it.
On first down, it's Hunt. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Browns first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Let's go. Mike 56.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. It's caught by OBJ. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're